Hello, everybody. My name is Ali Oruji. I'm the UCF programming team faculty advisor. I work with the UCF programming team coaches to train our students and compete against other universities. The objective of this short video is to give you background on this international collegiate programming contest, hoping that you try for the team and you represent UCF when we compete against other universities. The competition is 46, 47 years old now. It has grown a lot over the years. UCF competes in what is called Southeast Regional Contest. And if we do well in the Southeast region, we advance to North America Championship. And if we do well in North America Championship, we advance to World Finals. The contest has grown a lot over the years. As I mentioned, you see some of the numbers here. There are now more than 100 countries competing, more than 20,000 teams competing, and they usually advance around 130 teams or 130 universities to the World Championship. The way the contest works, a team consists of 3 students, but they get 1 computer. So part of the strategy is who should use the computer at what time. And they give you a bunch of problems, say 10 problems, and then you have 5 hours, and the team that solves the most wins. So if one team solves, say, 8 problems and everybody else solves fewer than 8, the team with 8 problems win. But of course, when you have 200 teams competing, there is a good chance several teams finish the same number of problems. So they have a tiebreaker to break the tie if that happens. Now, here at UCF, we have many, many good students. And fortunately, our region allows universities to bring multiple teams. So we usually have around 30 students on our team. That means we take 10 teams to regional contests. Each team is 3 students, so 10 times 3, 30 students we take to regional contests. Again, around that, sometimes it is more, sometimes it is fewer. And our team members, we have what is called varsity team members and junior varsity team members. Junior varsity is mainly freshmen and sophomore. These are students that may not be ready to go to World Final yet, but they are good prospect. But of course, if a student arrives at UCF and they're already good enough to be on varsity, they do not have to start in junior varsity. I mentioned the contest is like 46, 47 years old. The first few years, not a lot of universities knew about it. UCF has competed the last 42 years, and our students have done extremely well. You see in this slide that our students have always finished top 3 in the region, and that's really amazing. And they have done well in North America Championship, and they have done well in World Finals. So we look forward to having you on the team and continue with this great record. How do you get on the team? Like there is a football tryout and basketball tryout. There is also a programming team tryout. What we do is the regional competition is in fall semester, so we need to select team members right at the beginning of fall semester. The first week of classes, we put some old problems on our website, and we encourage the students to try 1 or 2 of them so they get familiar with the submission system. So when it comes to the actual contest, they don't waste time trying to figure out submission system. These are old problems because the objective is really just to practice. Then the first Saturday of fall semester, we have what is called the qualifying round. By the way, the practice round is online and the qualifying round is online. So you just do it from home or wherever you are. The objective of qualifying round is so that we know how many students will show up for the final round. For final round, we get a lab, we reserve a lab on campus, and the lab holds like 80, 90 students. The qualifying round is to make sure we know how many students will show up for the final round. So we order proper number of teachers and order enough food and so forth. And then based on qualifying round, we invite 80, 90 students to come to the final round. Final round is on campus. I mentioned we reserve a lab, and it's an all-day event at the final round because we want everybody to get comfortable with the equipment in the lab, and then provide lunch, and then the actual contest. So the final round is in person, and that will be the second Saturday in fall semester. Now, why would you want to get on the team? The student who gets on football team, they keep practicing football, so they get better at football. With programming team, you keep solving problems and programming your solution, so you become a great problem solver and a great programmer. So you excel in that aspect, problem solving skills and programming skills. And I mentioned we go to regional competition, and if we do well, we advance to North America Championship, and if we do well, we go to World Final. So you get to meet students from other universities in the US, and North America is US and Canada, so you get to meet the students from Canada in North America Championship. And when we go to World Finals, you get to meet the students from other countries, so it is a lot of fun. And since you improve your problem-solving skills and your programming skills, when you look for internship, when you are a student, there's really no problem getting internship. And when you are graduating, there is no problem finding full-time job. Now, a few misconceptions that some students are hesitant to try in early years, thinking they may not solve any problem or they may not make it. That we actually encourage freshmen the first semester at UCF try for the team. I mentioned we have junior varsity, but if you are good, you just start with varsity. So we strongly encourage you to try. Of course, it is a 5-hour contest, so if you make a couple of mistakes, you may not do well, but it's really no problem. What is obvious is if you do not try, we cannot put you on the team. If you show up for the tryout, you have a very good shot at making it to the team. So the coaches and I hope you consider trying for the team, and we hope to see you. The practice round, qualifying round is online, but the final round is in person. So we will see you in the final round. We hope you try for the team and represent UCF at the regional contest, North America Championship, and World Final. Thank you.